Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the JRPG Report. My name is Dalton Suter, and the Game Awards just happened last night as of recording this, so I figured I would come in here and tell you all about the cool-looking stuff that I saw as part of that, and a few other things that I've seen floating around the internet about our wonderful, beloved JRPGs and games of those sorts. So, without further ado, I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night whenever you're listening to this, and let's get into some JRPG news. At the Game Awards 2024, Square Enix has announced that Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is finally coming to PC via Steam and Epic Games Store next month on January 23rd, 2025. That's 2 days after my birthday. The Twin Pack will also be available, including Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate alongside Digital Deluxe Edition bundles. Pre-orders are now live with a 30% discount on Steam. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth for PC is available in a few bundles: base game, Digital Deluxe Edition, Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth Twin Pack, and Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth Digital Deluxe Twin Pack. You can check that out if you are interested. I know it's something that's on my list of games to get, the first one and this one, so maybe I'll snag that double pack if I can come up with some extra money. Square Enix has also confirmed that the team is working hard to optimize the game for Steam Deck. More details on the official Steam Deck verification will be revealed in the future. Some of the pre-order bonuses that you can get that can be attained before January 23rd, 2025 is a Summon Materia Moogle Trio, an Armor Shinra Bangle Mark II, and a Midgar Bangle Mark II. For those who have save data from Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate on PC can claim the following bonus items: a Leviathan Summoning Materia and a Ramu Summoning Materia. You will need to have the save data on your PC that Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is installed on to claim these items. Now, the Digital Deluxe Edition is going to come with a Final Fantasy VII Rebirth base game, a digital art book, a digital mini soundtrack, Summon Materia Magic Pot, accessory, Reclaimant Choker, armor, Orchid Bracelet, and Summon Materia Posh Chocobo. So keep your eyes and ears out for that if you have been waiting for that like I have. So developer Zine Inc. and publisher Square Enix have released a new update for the Romancing Saga 2, Revenge of the Seven, bringing in a few quality of life features and bug fixes. Romancing Saga 2, Revenge of the Seven patch 1.0.2, rolling out now on all platforms, brings in the option to restart battles, a new battle menu shortcut, an additional camera speed increment, and more. Romancing Saga 2, Revenge of the Seven is now available for PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, and PC. The full patch notes for this are available, and they read as follows. The following features have been added: restart battles. Players will now be able to return to their last save point or return to the title screen while in mid-battle. Display obtained formations. The Emperor appointment screen will now show whether or not the formation tied to that class has already been obtained. Added another increment level for adjusting camera speeds in settings, and battle menu shortcut, where players will be able to return to the top of their text and spell menus during battle via a shortcut button: triangle on the PlayStation controller and Y on the Xbox controller. There have also been a number of bug fixes where an issue with the debug character would appear during gameplay. My goodness, I can't speak. An issue where recruitable characters in the tavern would not experience appropriate attribute gains. Issues when attempting to buy or sell items at shops, an issue where Shadow Servant and Magical Shield spells effects would not stack properly, an issue where TP would not be distributed properly to retinue members who did not take action during an encounter, and other minor bug fixes. So this is interesting. I thought that this was a Tales of game, but it's looking like maybe it's not. So Yokai Fantasy Farming Simulation, life simulation game Tales of Sekyu will launch in early access for PC via Steam in spring of 2025. Okay, yeah, this is not a Tales of game. Never mind. Nippon Ichi Software has published public demos of Claudin X3 in Japan. Those with a Japanese PlayStation Network or Nintendo account can find the demo on these games' pages on their respective platforms. This new game will appear as both the third mainline entries in the Claudin, the classic dungeon series, and the 15th anniversary title since the inaugural entry. Claudin, This Is an RPG, came out on PlayStation Portable in 2010. The series has been noted for its pixel characters and weapon customization features with a high degree of freedom. If you have a Steam account, you can check out Claudin X2 and Claudin Returns This Is Sengoku to get a feel for the overall series. Claudin X3 will further amp up the pixel customization features. In addition to characters and weapons, you will also be able to produce your own music and sound effects around 4 times the capacity of Claudin X2. You can also newly create your very own town map with customizable chip tiles. Furthermore, Nippon Ichi will add online features that let you upload, like, and download these creations. You can even create an original world by connecting up to 900 user-created maps. Okay, that sounds really cool. The demo that's just published lets players check out the first few story dungeons with additional access to random dungeon generated by either a simple visit or using a magic map. It also includes parts of the customization and online features. The whole save data will also be transferable upon the upcoming release, which is slated in Japan for February 27th. Well, that sounds cool. I hope that comes over. NIS America has yet still to confirm an English localization or a PC release for this game, though. And speaking of Nippon Ichi Software, NIS America just announced that Phantom Brave The Lost Hero Season Pass and a PlayStation Digital Order pre-order bonus for the upcoming strategy RPG ahead of its January 30th, 2025 release date. Phantom Brave The Lost Hero digital pre-orders are also live on the PlayStation Store for PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4 as of December 10th. The Phantom Brave The Lost Hero Season Pass includes DLC stories featuring past Nippon Ichi Software game characters, bonus color options, and consumable items. This season pass will be priced at $49.99, yikes, for PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, and Steam. The Phantom Brave The Lost Hero Digital Deluxe Edition will also include the base game and the season pass with a few other bonus items. And in some bummer news, the Switch versions of Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 1, Rebirth 2, Sisters Generations, and Rebirth 3, V Generation, which is Victory Generation, and Death End Request Code Z will no longer be released in the West on the Switch due to contents not complying with Nintendo guidelines. Publisher Idea Factory International has announced. I wonder if they finally realized that like Neptunia makes fun of them, because they make fun of all consoles. And Nintendo just can't handle that kind of stuff, man. Nintendo is very, very touchy. In Japan, the Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth for Switch launched both physically and digitally May 23rd. So maybe it's just Western Nintendo is like, meh. I don't know. You can tell I'm salty about this. A Western release was originally planned for May 21st, but delayed indefinitely. Death End Request Code Z launched on PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, and Switch on September 19th in Japan. Idea Factory International clarified that the PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4 versions will still launch in the West in 2025 as planned. So, at least there's that. Switch players, I don't know what to tell you. Nintendo being Nintendo. So at the Game Awards, RGG Studios showed a trailer for a new game, and the only thing that we really know about it is that the trailer looked awesome. It looked like a Yakuza game, but it took place in 1917, I believe, or something like that. Publisher Sega and developer Ryogai Gotoku, probably said that wrong, have announced Project Century, a brand new concept shrouded in mystery. Platforms and the release date were not announced, but it did look sweet. Also, I know it's not a JRPG, but I'm going to say it anyway. They announced The Witcher 4, and your boy about cried. I'm so happy about that. And Ciri's the main protagonist. And I keep seeing this thing. I wasn't going to bring this up, but I'm going to. I keep seeing these things online where people are complaining that there's a female protagonist and they're saying that they made her ugly and I got none of that from the trailer. So like this whole woke gaming culture that people talk about online doesn't actually exist. It's just a bunch of people who have nothing better to do with their lives than to be idiots. That's all. No one's trying to uglify games. I'm sorry that the main protagonist doesn't look like a smoking hot model 18-year-old that just turned 18 because you're a weirdo. I don't know. Just people are being real weird online, and I just don't get it. I don't get it. There's no such thing as woke gaming. Get over yourselves. Up next, at the Game Awards 2024, Pearl Abyss showcased a new trailer for Crimson Desert, which I am so hyped for, which also confirmed a release window of Q4 2025. Crimson Desert is an open-world action-adventure game set in the beautiful yet brutal continent of Powell. Players follow Cliff, leader of the Greymanes, a band of battle-hardened mercenaries who must fight to save Powell from an impending catastrophe. As they explore vast landscapes of Powell, the players will engage in intense battles, defeat formidable monsters, collect valuable loot, and follow the story of the Greymane's journey with next-generation visuals. In the trailer they showed, Crimson Desert promises exhilarating and strategically rich combat experience where Cliff faces off against foes and formidable bosses in epic, large-scale battles. Whether engaging in intense one-on-one duels or battling through massive hordes of relentless foes, each encounter offers a dynamic and thrilling challenge. As Cliff ventures through vast, action-packed zones, he confronts powerful enemies and takes on monumental boss fights. By defeating these mighty adversaries, he unlocks unique weapons and armor, gaining new abilities that enhance his combat style and prepare him for even deadlier threats that lie ahead. Now, here was the cool part that all of us in the Discord were wilding out about. Soar through the skies. Command ride, and control wyverns for an exhilarating aerial combat, unleashing fiery attacks on your enemies. Dude, the trailer they showed when you were flying on a dragon, blowing fire down at this castle, looked so cool, guys. It looked so cool. Explore the breathtaking world, ascend to mysterious locations, glide seamlessly from the skies to the ground, or ride a trusty steed to experience Pywell's fully realized world, brought to life by next-generation Black Space Engine, with dynamic weather, time, and environmental changes. Beyond combat, enjoy rock climbing, gliding, fishing, cooking, and so much more. Explore a vast, interconnected world of Pywell, featuring mechanized villagers, intricate puzzles, and interactive aerial abysses that promise endless discovery. Hype. I am hype. Listen, Pearl Abyss, people say what they want to say about Black Desert Online. I love that game. It is the prettiest MMO I have ever played, and the gameplay, like the combat and stuff, is so fluid. So the fact that they're making a single-player game, oh man, your boy's got goosebumps. Just saying. And another announcement at the Game Awards 2024, Nexon Korea officially showcased Dungeon & Fighter ARAD for PC, mobile, and console platforms with a new trailer. Dungeon & Fighter ARAD is an open-world action-adventure RPG, developed by Nexon Games and published by Nexon Korea. Dungeon & Fighter ARAD is developed in Unreal Engine 5 and will feature different playable classes, a stunning open world, puzzles, field monsters, and more. A release window has not been revealed as of this writing. Dungeon & Fighter ARAD is a brand new title developed... Well, they're just repeating themselves. Okay, here we go. Action-packed combat. Dungeon & Fighter ARAD features distinct classes, each with their own diverse combat techniques that are unique to Dungeon & Fighter ARAD, while still drawing inspiration from the action-packed combat that DNF fans know and love. Players will interact with characters and have their own distinct stories, intricately and realistically portrayed with rich, robust personalities and visually captivating designs. Dungeon & Fighter ARAD boasts an expansive open world filled with stunning visuals, high-quality graphics, and a vibrant atmosphere, all powered by the dynamic Unreal Engine 5. With a wide variety of field monsters and puzzles featured through massive world of Dungeon & Fighter ARAD, players will have plenty to explore as they unravel a brand new story in the DNF universe. In addition, Dungeon & Fighter ARAD will make an appearance on large-scale advertisements placed around the Peacock Theater during the Game Awards ceremony. The advertisement features iconic logos from the history of Dungeon & Fighter universe with the new images and trailers for the ARAD itself. And speaking of Dungeon & Fighter, a deeper look at the first Berserker Kazan was unveiled during it was like a cinematic action trailer thing at the Game Awards. At the Game Awards 2024, Nexon and Neopol released a brand new cinematic trailer for the first Berserker Kazan. Supervised by the award-winning Russo brothers, announcing that players can delve into the hardcore action RPG on March 27th, 2025, on PC via Steam, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S. Anticipating fans can officially pre-order Kazan as of today by visiting the title's page on Steam, the PlayStation Store, Microsoft Store, with a public demo arriving on each January 16th, 2025. The Russo brothers, a renowned directing and producing duo best known for their work in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, worked closely with Nexon and Neopol to unveil a new trailer showcasing their signature action scenes combined with a dynamic, fast-paced combat. The trailer begins in the same setting as the game on a snowy mountain as fans see Kazan acquire the power of the Blade Phantom and jump into brutal combat with the Dragonkin Viper army from Dungeon Fighter Online. The trailer ends as a mysterious figure confronts Kazan, leaving fans eager to know how the battle will continue next. For fans eager to start honing their skills, like I said, the demo, January 16th, 2025. Check that out. It sounds really cool. The trailer looked awesome. Everything they showed at the Game Awards looked rad. And speaking of, this is the last one that I have for you guys this week, because a lot of the stuff that was announced at the Game Awards, unfortunately, was not JRPG related, but announced at the Game Awards 2024, Elden Ring Night Reign is a new standalone co-op action survival Elden Ring game in development for release next year for consoles and PC. Elden Ring Night Reign will feature up to 3 players teaming up to take on an ever-changing map and defeat bosses and eventually take on the Night Lord. It also has a 3-day and night cycle and will support solo play. Elden Ring Night Reign follows the recently released Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. The world of Elden Ring is getting a standalone... Let's see, it's just repeating itself for the beginning of that. Elden Ring Night Reign will thrust players into a co-op multiplayer PvE combat against a harsh and unforgiving world. Team up in squads of 3 or daring to go solo. They must outlast a 3-day and night cycle, making split decisions about combat and exploration across a changing map to become strong enough to take down terrifying bosses at the end of each day. Players take on the night together in an all-new experience from the team at From Software. It brings a multiplayer-focused return to the round table, set in the universe parallel to the events of Elden Ring. Players must choose from 8 unique characters, each with their own unique abilities and powerful ultimates. Their journeys take them to Limveld, an ever-changing map where they have to make split decisions when it comes to combat and exploration to face the night cycle that shrinks the map with the night's tide. At the end of each night, the players will face a powerful boss and, if victorious, awaken to bigger challenges. Each session will culminate in the third night, where they must face off against the chosen Night Lord. Individuals can fight the night alone, but strength will come in numbers. Nightfarers must learn to cooperate and take down these challenges, combining their unique abilities together for an unparalleled experience in the Elden Ring universe. All is not lost for those who fall in defeat. Unsuccessful runs will grant players relics to allow them to customize and upgrade their characters tailored to their personal playstyles. Elden Ring Night Rain is unlike any experience created before by FromSoft Incorporated. In this condensed action RPG, players will never experience the same journey twice, as enemies, rewards, and Limveld itself are ever shifting and evolving each section. Defeating greater enemies and venturing into the more dangerous parts of the map will uncover more powerful weapons and greater rune rewards. Find sites of grace to give each hero a chance to level up and gain crucial power, and with each session-based adventure being akin to playing through an open-air dungeon, every journey provides an opportunity to grow lasting stat bonuses. Successful runs against the Night brings players ever closer to defeating the Night Lord and unraveling the story behind each Nightfarer in this parallel world. And with that, that brings us to the end of our show. I love you all. Thank you very much for listening. And if you would like to check us out, we are on Twitter at JRPG Report. I also recently made a Blue Sky, so if you much prefer that, which I have been preferring it, to be honest with you, go check us out over there. Search the JRPG Report and you will find us. You'll recognize the logo. And if you'd like to donate to the show, which would mean a lot to me because currently I'm looking for work, you can do that and help support the show at patreon.com/JRPG Report and get your name read on each and every episode like these wonderful people: Jake W., Jordan K., Kularian, Kana, Logan Joreid, and Be the Knight. I appreciate you all very, very much. Now, if you would also like to hear my other show that I do, it is a bi-weekly PC gaming show where we talk about our backlogs and play through them. The Steam Machine Podcast. Go check us out. Our most recent episode was on the original Diablo, and that just came out yesterday. So, other than that, I love you all. It's been very, very light on news lately. I am trying to put together something for this Sunday, for a Sunday special. We will see how that goes, and hopefully it's the start of a new series that we can do, especially for when, the news is kind of light like it has been lately. Thank you all for listening and sticking around with me. And do me a massive favor. Get back out there and level up.